No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creep.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready. 59, Mike. No chance, Phil. 59. No chance. Slow exit. Check. Check out, bro. Hot. On the front. Ready, go.
2nd and 14. He's going to look deep now for Landry. He's got a man. Complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. 74 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
King! Recon, 132 fighter! Hey, alert! No! Off! Hurry! My touch!
First down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
King!
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Slam. Check the backer.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First down, Browns.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
61. Matchbox, right.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 17 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finished things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff looking right. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Good. 180. Alert, 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 alert. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check right. General West. Check 43. Hey, alert.
And Mayfield just getting the play on. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take...
And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run it now out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 21-0 our score after one.
Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just take...
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Browns. 72 yards. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back. Who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to 28-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Joseph to kick off for Cleveland.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Hurry!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check Mike 33. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Run. Alert!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, alert! Sponge! No! Check 52. Kill! I got you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man completes it to Butler. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Check.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Regular. Mike,
From the red zone now, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Going deep here for Landry. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This time they stay on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play really nice.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Leonard Floyd in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Hey, alert!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man, Butler complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
180. King. Hey, Steve 6. Mike, check 33. Pistol.
On third down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
It's now 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Check 37. King. Pistol.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Watch the twist.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check 99. Run. Twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Danny. Blue dot Quarkers.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, watch the slant. Point it right. Hey, alert. Jam.
Check 4.
Regular. Check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
180. Alert.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I got.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Right back to him on first down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 33.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Real. Hey, Charlie. Check Mike 33. Like that.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hakeem Butler there to make the grab. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 90, Wolf. It's on field. It's on. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
I'm going to score.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his man. That's Butler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Now Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 33. In your face.
Mike, check 33.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. Hey, oh, God.
And again, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Butler. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Hurry, hurry.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Leonard Floyd able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
3 down.
Run. Check out. Hurry.
Throwing, Mayfield. This is Butler making the catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
180. Point it right.
Mike, check 33.
I got it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading them. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Mike Hughes.